Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is a waning moon reading for the sign in the title below. I'm doing a joint introduction for all 12 of them because it would be a good idea for you to watch your sun and your moon and your rising sign and quite possibly your Saturn and Jupiter at the moment. And you will get sick of hearing me say the same thing over and over and over again. So same introduction, same time signature on all of them to fast forward past it. But stay with me this first time. Now, the waxing moon readings were looking at what to increase over the course of the waxing moon, leading up, in this case, to the full moon in Gemini. There are many great astrologers even on YouTube, the Leo King, Soul Garden TV, Anastasia, Cosmic Astrologer, and Adam Elmbass, sorry, and Sun Soul TV. All of them have a look at what they've got to say about the full moon in Gemini, the solar eclipse on the December the 26th that we're coming up to, and also the infamous Saturn and Pluto conjunction that is peaking on January the 12th. What we are looking at, Pluto, remember, is about transformations and endings. So this is very good for a waning moon reading where we are looking at what we want to decrease by the point of the new moon. Now is a time for making decisions. Now is a time for saying, that is where I want to be, and I don't want to be here anymore, wherever here, or even more, hopefully, I don't want to be there anymore. So hopefully you've already got some movement out of whatever it is. But we run the risk of setting the same old patterns again for another 31 years, apparently. Now, I've only just done the first 31 years, or it might have been 38, whichever, the astrologers will tell you. So now it's really important to look at what we need to cut out, what we need to reduce, what we need to walk away from, ready for the new beginnings, typified by the next new moon and by the solar eclipse, apparently. I wasn't aware they mean new things, but apparently they mean new things, at least according to Divinely Feminine, another reader I highly recommend. Anyway, I've waffled enough. You've got the idea. The question is, what should your sign decrease and reduce leading up to the new moon? And let me bring up the cards. Okay, Pisces, firstly, I apologise if the audio levels between this bit and the intro are vastly different. I was experimenting with a new microphone. I'll get there. Now, I'm about to tell us off, and I say us because I'm a Pisces as well. I just remarked to the Aquarius reading that they had an overabundance of swords, and just have a look at this spread. 10 of swords, ace of swords, 5 of swords, 8 of swords, knight of swords, knight of swords, and then fortunately the swords reduce into the background. But let me firstly, unsurprisingly, the oracle cards say it's time to release negativity. Change is coming, so take a break. And I feel like it's take a break from the negativity, because there is some form of battle that you've been having that is complete. It's over. It's dead. It's completely and utterly deaded. You know, there's and wisdom hints that maybe you should know when you're ahead and quit while you're ahead, because it's almost like the conflict that you have been in has become a dance. And yes, it's honed your skills wonderfully, but those aren't the skills that you need right now. You needed them then. Don't get me wrong, you needed them then. But they are providing you a springboard to rush forward with. But you have been hampering yourself with anxiety, with stress, with conflict. But there is some news that I think is going to come that will help relieve that. And also for me, the 8 of Swords is can be quite a special card. There is an element of offering yourself up as sacrifice to your dreams. Oh yeah, another swords, 7 of swords on the base of the deck. The god energy that's working against you right now is trickery. Now, there is no trickster god on this. They're using the imagery of the Trojan horse, but there were so many gods involved in the Trojan War that it could be any number of gods that are, or any number of energies that are playing against you at the moment. There's certain things you are not aware of, or more to the point, there's certain things where you have been led to believe stuff that's wrong. But news is going to come to you that will free you up from that. That news will actually provide a really, really fertile field. I saw this Empress card earlier and she looked like she had a real dour and dark expression on her face, but now it's the stars around her head, her literal crown of stars, that is drawing my attention. And the little rabbit that's next to her that links to me with this Judgment card up the top, because in the back of the news, both Knight of Swords, it's time for a rebirth. It is time for all matters to be settled. So, yes, it's time to release negativity. It's time to release any conflicts that you are in. Time to release grudges, hurts, and more to the point, lies and misconceptions. The God that stands with you, that is supporting you, that is uplifting you, is Apollo. He is shining the light, basically the light of truth, so that you can unpick and unpeel this trickery. You can find out what have been lies and where the lies have been told you and where the lies you have told yourself. We're Pisceans. We fantasize. We wrap things up in our head in all sorts of wrappings that don't always need to be there. I mean, not that I would know. But there's plenty of options coming up for you, but you need to face your shadow side. And it's almost like I feel like you need to face your own culpability here, and you need to be aware of what you have actually lost. Now, this shadow side, I haven't had to do this once during the full moon readings, waning moon readings, sorry. Oh, by the way, there's a full moon reading, check it out. But as you know, if you watch me at all, I always like to clarify the Devil card. I'm going to use the carte infernale. See what it's got to tell me. Okay, that one will do. Don't know much about this one. He's a king of hell. He's a knight and president of hell with 29 military units under his command. He rides a pale horse, well, there's an image, and carries a lance, and demonographers say he has a long white beard. But again, for me, 29, there's a number with some significance, reduces to 11, the twin pillars of wisdom, 2, the balance, 9 is that magic number in numerology that always disappears, but its influence is always felt, and is a form of rebirth, which again emphasizes that Judgment card, which can be very much about the resurrection. And it can be about, if you look at how this one's working, the light of the Judgment angel, one would assume, if you think of the Rider-Waite deck, is shining down, allowing this person to shed her coat, to bring flowers and harvest and abundance around her, to bring illumination as let's do that so it doesn't actually reflect off the light too much, as shown by the light of truth, shown by Apollo. There's a lot of truth coming your way, most of it good, most of it dispelling lies, but there might be a little bit of, oh, I did that and I didn't mean to. So I assume this is for me as much as anybody else. But all in all, release the negativity, release the arguments, release the swords. As I said to Aquarius, put down the swords, step away from the swords. If you are wanting to forge ahead on a new path, you have to sacrifice yourself or sacrifice part of yourself for your dream. That means putting the work in, being aware of what is lost, being aware of what you still have, being aware of your culpability and where others have lied to you. So the other point there is, don't take on responsibility for too much. Your culpability is yours, yes, but how wide or how narrow a field of events that covers, your discernment will let you know that. The revelation will let you know that. The light of truth will let you know that. So if this means anything for you, Pisces, comment down below. Press subscribe. I can't wait to edit this so I can sit back and listen to it and figure out if it means something to me. I have my suspicions, but I'm not actually listening right now, if you know what I mean, because I'm too busy reading. So check out your full moon readings. It will show you the energies that you are working with you, the energies that are opposing you. Check out your sun, moon, rising, and right now at the moment, Saturn and Jupiter. And remember, this is a changing time. Watch, have a look at some of the astrologers' shows. Sun Soul Astrology, Leo King, Soul Garden TV, Adam Ellenbass. There's another one, Molly McCord. And look all those up on YouTube. Have a look what they're saying about this particular, the back end of the year. We've got the solar eclipse coming. We've got the Saturn-Pluto conjunction coming. It's a big time, folks. Cheers.